Hey everyone, Zeddy here again to the brand new video. And as you can tell by the title of the video, the topic is, this is a hotly debated one. I see a lot of it in my chat and throughout all the forums. It's Druid is completely broken on ladder. It's out of control. Everything, it's what are they doing? They don't balance test all of this stuff. And you know, for me, I've gone on a lot of rants, accused a lot of stuff with Blizzard and their balance testing and all that. Which, by the way, I still think is a big issue, but that's not the point of this video. I do think Druid, when it high rolls, is absolutely busted. But I think itself, the deck is actually, if you look at the numbers, is not that unreasonable compared to basically the other tier 1 decks. And if you compare it to like old Demon Hunter or Galakrond Shaman for Descent of Dragons, it's nowhere in that ballpark. Like, the deck is not dominating. It's just doing very well. It's definitely a tier 1 deck. And it's busted in the way that when it high rolls, it's unbeatable. It's super tilting and frustrating to lose to because of all the mana cheat stuff. It feels like they're cheating. It legit feels like they're cheating when they high roll. Like they hit that nature study into like 2 mana growth, into overgrowth, into guardian animals. It's just, it feels bad. So like, what do you do about it? The deck's not exactly OP. You probably don't want to kill it because this is what they, Blizzard's pushing. It's this new spell beast archetype. And there's a lot of cool stuff about it, but the current power level, I just feel is too high on it. It's just, it's too absurd when you have cards like Lightning Bloom that you can just cheat out a Guardian Animals on turn 2, which I'm going to highlight in one of the few games I played of the deck today. I didn't play very many. I still cheated out a Guardian Animals on turn 2. Like, it just, the mana cheat is just ridiculous, and it's just frustrating a lot of players. And it's also already warping the ladder to be like, well, your deck needs to beat Druid and all that. But you're always going to have a meta warping deck. That's always going to exist. But I don't like the feeling that the deck creates. The frustration, the helplessness of that god roll mana cheat ability. So what do you do? What do you do to, like, scale this back a little bit? Because I do think there should be nerfs to this deck. It's too good in the way that it just scams and it feels terrible. It's just not honest, and I don't think we want that to be super prevalent in the game. I think it can exist, but not be this ridiculous, overpowered force. It's definitely a top tier 1 deck. So the cards I look at when I look at why it's just too good are primarily Overgrowth, Lightning Bloom, and Kel'Thas. The most powerful card in the deck, at least numbers-wise, and at least from my feeling when I've been playing Druid, is Overgrowth. Not even Lightning Bloom, which is busted. Overgrowth is just, it's 2 mana crystals on turn 4, and you can cheat it out with Nature Studies. You can coin into it, and then once you hit that 7 mana spike, everything just goes out of control. You have Guardian Animals, you have Exotic Mount Seller, you have Kel'Thas. It gets out of control. So the fact that you play on 4 and go into 7, I feel is like a big deal. And I honestly believe the number 1 card that should be nerfed, if there was to be a card nerfed in this deck, is Overgrowth, the 5 mana. I mean, Wild Growth is 3 mana, get 1 crystal. For 1 extra mana on a spell, you get 2. It doesn't really scale appropriately. And Wild Growth sees play in these decks. So it's not like that card's that bad, you know? And like Nourish is 6 mana, gain 2 crystals, and draw 3 cards. So for the flexibility of drawing 3 cards, you have to pay 2 extra mana. It's just, it's not quite there. And yes, I know you're getting the mana on the turn, you play it, but it's just, I feel at 5. Lightning Bloom, I feel is egregious. I said that when I reviewed it. I don't know why they brought Innervate back. Like, the card was nerfed for a reason. The Overload, in almost every game I play, whether it be it against the aggro decks, like aggro Shaman, aggro Druid, or the spell decks in Druid, it just doesn't really ever freaking matter. And I just wish they didn't make the card. Like, I made a tweet. Please delete it. That's how I feel. Like, I don't know how you nerf it. Whether you get 1 crystal and Overload for 1, then it's a worse Innervate. Like, do you make it cost 3 and you gain 5 crystals? And then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you do, but it just feels really bad. I don't know why they went down this road again, but now it's in this really shitty spot where the card feels awful, people hate it, and how do you fix it? I have no idea. And then last, I really feel like Kel'Thas needs to get nerfed. This card is even worse in Wild. Like, I haven't touched Wild, but I've been in touch with my Wild friends and watching it. You get turn 3 lethals on a regular basis now because of Lightning Bloom and Kel'Thas and all of that. Like, it's just so stupid. Kel'Thas should just give you that 1-time 0 mana spell on your 3rd spell of the turn and cut it off there. and I think a lot of the ridiculousness of Kael'thas would go away. And yeah, I've had people like, well, should they nerf Guardian Animals or Twilight Runner and only draws like one card instead of two? I think you hit the ramp first. If you're going to make adjustments, you hit the ramp, because the beast stuff is cool. The spell, I think it's 7, is fine. Like, you don't see hunters playing it. They don't exactly have Twilight Runner, but at the same time, it's just how early it comes out is the problem. And when the ramp is this cheap and consistent, it just comes out way too early and creates so many non-games. It's just not fun. So that's my take on it all. I know it's a hot topic, so I wanted to get it out there. I'm not crapping on Blizzard for like bad balance testing or any of that stuff. I feel the set has been actually pretty interesting. I'm not really finding a deck that I love to play. I'm going to keep working on that. But for overall, there's a lot of different decks to play, a lot of different classes to play. There's a lot of diversity at higher ranks, lower ranks. If you look at the tier 1 list, there's a lot of different decks. So this set, for me, this expansion is much better than the last two in terms of creativity and in terms of balance. So I just feel like Druid needs to be dialed back a bit, and then maybe they should also look at like aggro with like Voracious Reader. That card is completely broken, but we'll get to that maybe at another time. But yeah, I'll highlight a couple of the Druid games we played today just to illustrate how dumb the deck is. And yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? What would you change? Would you change nothing? Just whatever. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. And stay salty, my friends. Yeah, I don't know. None of the decks are really speaking to me, that's for sure. The mage deck was kind of cool, but it's just bad. And once somebody shuffled a bomb and it reshuffled my deck, I'm just done. While it's awful right now, you're getting wrecked by Druids and their Kel'Thas turn 3 UI, same turn, and I'm dead. Yeah, it's UI with Kael'thas and Bloom is just absurd. This guy's really thinking about his mulligan. Growth on 2. Pog you. I see where this game is going. Well, what fun decks are there? Is anybody actually coming up with anything other than aggro or this? Like, I don't know, man. Options feel limited. Any Wild? We're gonna play Wild on Sunday, so in 2 streams. On the 9th. I'm going back to doing Wild Sundays. Yeah, Warrior is like the same deck. Priest feels very samey. Mage felt different. But I've not tried Soul Fragment stuff. I've also seen like almost no Soul Fragment stuff, so I feel like it must not be that good. Highlander Warrior. Simba's Pride. This is fine. Your turn. You can coin Libram of Justice. He has 4 mana? Yeah, but I'm overloaded. So it's fair. Yeah, like if we're imagine we weren't overloaded, it would be oh, it'd be like the fucking same thing. Especially if I have a Kel'Thas on board. Like, does it matter? I have like one beast left. Well, let's see what we draw here. Nothing particularly good. Whatever, we'll just do this. Then we go into Ysera, and our deck's been thinned so much already. How do they even balance? We're balance testing for them right now. If you want to know how they balance test, you're watching it. We're the balance testers. So it was very apparent last expansion, and the prior one before that. That's their new way. They just would see what happens. There's a lot less broken shit, it feels like, this set, but Druid's, like, just so overtuned. That is a thick fucking boy. So if I top deck the that buff spell, would it be lethal? Been really close. Unlucky. Alright.
Become the hero this world needs. Greatness calls.
It's turn 6. Look at all the stats on board already. I'm rooting for this guy. This deck's stupid. Excuse me. Empty, I aim, thank you for the follow. 2 mana, 13, 15, okay. Texas HS, thank you for the follow. Is he dead yet? Oh, I got a random rush minion randomly. That seems fair. Outplayed. Absolutely outplayed. Flyzord, thank you for the follow. GG, that rush is lethal. Yeah, I think I probably had lethal even without it, but that definitely made sure I was gonna have lethal. And my answer to finding the answer is I'm trying Druid. DH with mana burn. Yeah. Oh, I see a skill intensive hand here. Is it a brigand? No. Oh, very skill intensive. Guys, this is so fucking dumb. Like, why is this a thing? Do I just do it? Do I just do it? Why don't I just do it? Oh, I'm overloaded. Unlucky. Which do I use to kill? I guess I damage this one. Okay.
Home in the shadows.
He's got to spend his entire, like, 2 turns just dealing with this shit. Ah. Smart. Do I ramp or do I just Ironbark this? I think I Ironbark this. Like, I could ramp Moonfire, but then I'm only go to 6 mana next turn. Nah, I'm gonna ramp. I'm only at 18. He's ready to use a Cold Blood and an Abyss. I can taunt next turn if I really want. Alright, thank you, Nazim. What's the deck code for this? I don't want to share this deck code. It's cancer. It's awful. What do I do here? Do I just play the Twilight Runner? Kill that?
What was I thinking of again?
I could ramp, taunt, Bog Beam, but that feels really bad with Mount Seller in hand. We'll just do this. I can share the deck code, though. If you want to play broken shit, feel free. It's this, I think. No, it's not working. Did I actually die? Does he actually have lethal? That'd be insane. Wow. I don't even die with double sap here, so we should be pretty good. Now I can die to double sap plus something else. Oh my god. Am I actually gonna lose with that start? Nope. Oh, we played Guardian Animals on turn 2. That seems fair.